stutter when I speak. Don't think I'll ever wake up feeling close to alive. Now I need to get to work, and I'm still way too drunk to drive. It's on me when I leave those lights. Only hear them cause it just feels so nice to have my head cut off a second from reality.
But he'll probably get me to do like another coffee thing later, just to make sure we got everything.
Yeah.
I'm still learning, like, to be fair. Like,
Still learning.
Yeah, like this will be my third official episode I'm doing.
So you've done.
Yeah, so he was my second one and it was so fun.
Yeah?
He was so, oh, he's so nice.
awesome.
Like so chilled, so easy to talk to and like so confident. He just like knew exactly like what he wanted and like, he's obviously done a few before, so he was just like, he knew what to expect and he was just so relaxed and it just made me relaxed and I was like, okay, like, you're normal, like you're cool. Oh, we're ready. I'm chatting about it. Just keep chatting for a while, but thank you for coming on to Conversations Over Coffee, our second official episode that we'll be releasing. I am really excited to chat to you today because I'm a huge fan.
Thank you. That's so nice. I appreciate that.
How did you get into music originally?
I think it was just a way of like not wanting to be into ballet and stuff as a kid, because that's like what my parents tried to push me to do in like tennis and stuff, and then I just didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then they tried to get me into like violin, which I didn't like, but I respect that you do it. That's really cool.
Thank you.
But then I picked up the guitar, and because I used to always play the violin as a guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work, as you would know.
Yeah.
At all. And then I started getting into guitar, and then like I realised that it really clicked with me. More than like anything that I was learning at school and stuff. So then I just kept going with that and then started writing songs, and then from there realised that if you write songs and perform them and stuff, people listen. And
then, you make money from it.
I didn't even fathom that fact at the time, but it's really cool.
Just enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's
Did you used to do like those full like living room concerts for your family?
Yeah, dude, and they frothed my songs. They were terrible. They were so bad at the time. I used to write about like, you know, the most easy rhymes, like I was walking downtown and my pants fell down. And then they'd be like, oh my God, she's a prodigy. Like thinking it was like the best thing ever. And that was like super motivating though. But yeah, that was fun. Then we still kind of do some living room concerts, which is kind of nice.
No, that's cool. Because you do a lot of stuff in your room.
Yeah.
Like that's basically your studio.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you have that wall.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
How did you start the wall?
Oh man, the wall started from literally just me being so lazy and a hoarder and not wanting to like throw out like old concert tickets and stuff. So then I was like, well, if it's on my wall, it's like out of sight, out of mind. Don't have to put it in the bin, don't have to put it anywhere. And then I just started putting up like random little things that I'd find off the ground and like things that had sentiment to me.
Yeah.
And now it just turns into literal pieces of rubbish I find sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, like there's this literal sticker that says sewage, which I found on my way to school one morning. I picked it up with dirty.
But you remember how you got it, so that's like the kind of point of it, I guess.
100%.
I've got like a tiny cork board that I put all of my tickets and receipts and stuff on, like that remind me of things, but I think I might start a wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you like, because I see on your Instagram, you always post covers and you only have two songs out, but you've gained like a huge following just from all of your covers that you post or like snippets of things that you write in your room. Like, do you write a lot of your music in your room? Or?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think I put it all together in my room at least. Otherwise I'd be like walking and think of something, so I'd put in my notes and then later I'd open up my notes and then write in my room.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. I do have, like, I do only have 2 songs out, but I like to think that it got me, like, the following that I have kind of came from the renditions that I put out and stuff, because I like the idea that when you put out a cover, it shouldn't sound exactly like the song.
Yeah, because you do that a lot. You make it so your own, like, unique sound.
Thank you.
Which you do have, and it's a very, like, you know, Tash Sultana kind of vibe, how you loop everything and you cut it apart or you alter even the actual lyrics sound different, like when you perform them.
Yeah.
Like, is it something that you just kind of do a few takes of, or you kind of figure out what feels good for yourself when you do it? Or?
Yeah, good question actually. I think I'd like listen to the song and like the way that I would do it. So then
Yeah.
I'll try and turn it into that when I cover it and stuff.
Yeah, like making it your own song you've written. In a way.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's cool.
Thank you.
That's cool. I like to do that because like I mess around with like covers and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And because I actually don't like play guitar very well, but
Oh, don't.
I know my chords, and then I'll
Yeah.
just like muck around with the picking and stuff, and then it'll sound completely different.
Yes.
So I can only imagine what it'd be like with the whole loop station and everything.
Yeah.
When did you start messing around with loops?
Oh man, it would have been I think 2013 when I got into Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
And then I finally bought this loop pedal. It was like a single one, and I used to just play around with that. And since it was only like one channel, one track thing, like one loop that you could do, I just got so busy with it and like fully butchered songs and sounds. They sounded terrible, but I was just learning. And that was Ed Sheeran's doings. Like he was the first person that got me into that. Yeah, and then from there you can get pedals that make the guitar sound different, and then you can loop that, and then that. Yeah, I just got so into that, and it's like the most fun thing.
Yeah, just like layering it all together, warping the sounds.
Yeah.
It sounds awesome though, like all the covers you upload, it takes me a while to actually hear what song it is.
Right, yeah,
Like
yeah,
if
yeah.
I don't read the caption, I'll read what
Yeah.
it is first.
I get you.
But because it literally just sounds like something you maybe would have written. You've made it so your own.
That's really
It's
cool
great.
to hear. Thank you.
But you're saying Ed Sheeran, so he's one of your inspirations.
Yeah, like definitely when I was younger for sure.
Yeah.
And then, because I reckon the radio drilled him a lot, drilled into him. But yeah, he was like the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, he
growing
was
up.
probably like one of the first good artists that were kind of drilled on the radio or like mainstream radio.
I
Like
totally agree.
how a lot of it's just like kind of rubbish, like here and there, or like repetitive stuff. And then every now and then like a really good artist will just come through.
Yeah.
And they will flog their music a lot, but
Yeah.
it's kind of deserved. You're like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him live the first time actually, and
Awesome.
it was incredible.
Where'd you see him?
River Stage.
Yeah, same, 2013
Yeah.
maybe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus tour, plus album,
Yep.
I think, yeah.
It was
that Plus
awesome.
album's so good.
Yeah. Who else would you say, if you had to pick like two other main inspirations?
Nice. Definitely Hosier.
Yeah.
I love him so much. He's probably my biggest one with his storytelling.
Yeah.
And I got to see him live at Blues Fest in 2015.
Right.
So freaking good. And I kind of saw him on accident. Like I didn't expect to be going, but my dad dragged me along at the time because I wasn't very immersed in the live music scene or even like the music scene when I was younger.
Didn't really think it was cool.
Yeah, I didn't even think it was cool or anything. And at the time, it's so funny because at Blues Fest, I didn't want to be going to like Blues Fest because there was a party. Things, dude. And I ended up getting this tattoo which says the Mojo Tent, which is where he played, and then the date that I saw him.
4th, 2015.
Yeah,
That is
4th of April.
sick.
Yeah, I should have celebrated 5 years
Yeah, I was
for
going to
that.
say, it's like an anniversary then.
Completely
On a
forgot
cover.
about it. Yeah, damn it.
Yeah.
So true.
Have you covered a lot of Hosiers?
I've actually only covered one song, and I've not put it anywhere or anything. Like I can only play one song, I should say. That's my favourite song ever. It's called Like Real People Do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's so nice.
No,
hey?
I love Hosier.
So beautiful.
I think it's kind of hard. Like he makes it sound so simple and intricate at the same time, and then when you go to cover it, it's like, oh, this is actually really difficult to play, or
oh
really
my
difficult
gosh.
to sing along to the same rhythms that he's doing. Like it's actually pretty difficult because I think I tried to do that with Cherry Wine.
Nice.
Yeah, it was gorgeous, but
so nice.
really hard to play.
Oh yeah, I can't even imagine getting into that one. So respect. That's
Yeah,
cool.
thank you. Who was the other inspo that you would have had?
Yeah, good question. I think it would have to be. Oh man, who else have I listened to? Hey, you know, when someone asks you that, the reason I put it on my arm is so I don't forget it.
Yeah, that's why you get all these tags.
Exactly.
So you don't forget.
Yeah, it's like the piece of my wall that I can take everywhere. You know. But it would have to be someone like, like Ed Sheeran for his songwriting stuff, Hosier, and then there's definitely a woman in there.
Would it be Tash or someone else?
Probably not Tash. It would be who was it? I love
later, but
you know what? It would be Frank Ocean. I love Frank Ocean so much.
God.
I love him.
Yeah.
But he's not a woman, but
Yeah.
is
Close enough.
beautiful. Yeah. So gorgeous. Channel Orange and stuff. I used to smash that album when I was younger. So
Definitely.
nice.
Definitely would have like shaped, I guess, a lot of your music taste as well.
Taste for sure. Yeah. And I still struggle with that question because I always just forget on the spot. But there's a lot of music that I don't realise has definitely shaped me.
Yeah, like impacted you.
Yeah, fully.
Definitely, I guess, as a songwriter as well.
Yeah,
like they all do in different ways.
Definitely.
Do you think, because you were saying like how you used to write little rhymes, like little ditties when you were little. Obviously, your songwriting has changed since then, but how would you say it's grown from when you kind of first really decided you'd start writing it? Like, has it grown in any way?
Yeah, oh, for sure. I think the biggest way would be telling stories that I'm like unapologetically proud of, that are actually from my perspective kind of thing. Yeah, because when I first started doing songs and stuff, I'd write the song, and if anybody asked me a question about it, I would just like turn red and just like run away kind of thing. Like I wouldn't know how to talk about myself and how to talk about my feelings and stuff. But now it's just like, yeah, these songs are, from my perspective, this song's about being gay, this song's about getting blind drunk on a night out. Yeah. So it's really cool to be able to be like confident with it and just be happy with it.
Just like vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I guess that would help a lot for your following and your listeners, because then that kind of gives them that, I guess, like reason to do the same.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's really heartening to see like the messages from people saying, yeah, I totally relate to this one, and it's so nice, it's helped me in some ways. And I didn't realise there's this little section on Spotify, on Instagram where it's like Instagram direct messages that I haven't been able to see for a while.
Yeah, like requests.
Yeah, requests. And then there's like a little thing that's called general, which someone gets sent to by accident somehow. I don't know. And I went through it the other day. It's just all these people being like, thank you for Swim. Like it helped me come out to my Catholic family and stuff. And it's so heartening.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
it's great. Like when you can see that you have made an impact with something you've written then.
Absolutely.
That would have been encouraging for you as a songwriter.
Oh, definitely. It's like, it makes it all worth it. Like every little bit of like trauma and every little bit that was hard to put out the song and stuff.
Definitely. Because that would have been like, that was probably the time, I think you've said before, that was when you came out with that song.
Yep, that's it pretty much.
It's a powerful way to come out. And influential as well.
Yeah, it's funny.
Did your had you already spoken to your parents or family?
Yeah, definitely before the song came out. I kind of came out like in grade 11 to my friends and stuff, but then not really until probably uni years, and then like after high school. And then that song only came out last year, and that's when I was finally like, you know what, if I heard this when I was struggling with it, then it would have been a lot easier. So I'm just going to put it out there and try and help anyone that I can. Yeah. And and like as I said, it's just so worth it to see messages and stuff. And it's a very two-way street of appreciation.
Yeah, definitely. I guess in a way, like, because you released Swim, was it just over a year ago now?
Yeah, just.
So it's still recent, and then you've released Second, which is kind of ironic, like as a second single. But you've managed to, like, you've kept your sound that's recognisable, but you've experimented with like new sounds or new ways of writing, which I noticed with that song in particular. Like there's lots of 80s kind of synth in it, which is really cool and like just adds to that euphoric nature of it. And then your songwriting as well kind of almost goes into a spoken word.
Yeah.
In that verse.
Yes, 100%. And I just remembered the other influence would be Hobo Johnson for sure. Hugely Hobo Johnson. Definitely his first album.
First album for sure. Yeah.
So that's definitely changed a lot. Obviously, Swim is like more of a poppy indie, like ballady song. Yeah. And then second, since the lyrics are super punchy, I thought spit them out like Hobo and try and cut to people's core with how like seriously,
straight back,
super raw and stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely awesome. Like that song was just so powerful. It was great. Do you think you'll experiment with more sounds or more genres as you continue?
Totally. Yeah, absolutely. It's hard to tell because I have like so many songs that I want to release and want to record and stuff, but a lot of them are so old and I just keep on like writing new ones, so it's so hard to not to let those old ones get buried.
Yeah.
But like the one that I'm recording at the moment is like very new and it already sounds so different but so the same as the other two, so I'm so excited to have that one finished and
when
see what
is that going to be released?
Hopefully in July this year.
Exciting.
Yeah, I'm so keen.
Just in time for my birthday, maybe.
Yes, oh my gosh, I'll put it right on the day.
Birthday present, yes, please. No, that'd be awesome. Cool. What was I was going to ask you? Genres. What were we talking about then?
I think
music release. So your music release. Your music release in time for my birthday.
Yes.
And then I was going to ask another question about Second though. Because you released that how long ago now?
Almost 2 months ago, I think, 12th of March. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's right, you're going to have a tour with them. You're going to have a tour.
Yes, I was on the tour.
I think I bought tickets.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. That's so sick.
Is it being rescheduled?
Yeah, it's October 12th. October 14th, October 17th.
October.
So it's like, yeah.
Mid-October.
October.
But do you think you'll have, because you've obviously just got the 2, you've got some in the works, and then do you think you'll throw some covers and stuff in?
Yeah. Oh no, like I've got heaps of other songs that I play still in the live set, just not released, I guess. But by that time, it'll be pretty ironic because it'll be the second tour still, like a postponed second tour. But I would have had maybe even a single.
A few more.
Yeah, single and maybe even EP out.
Maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Hey.
I've noticed as well with your EP art, they're all the same. Like, are they the same artist?
Yeah, same artist. Yeah, I like the consistency of it. I think for the EP, I might change it to a picture, like a really crazy photo that just like takes people by surprise, just to really change it up. But I like the consistency of the line art work.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I love them, and it's cool how it just changes very slightly, like to represent the actual song.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, the artist, his name's Ryan. He's like super incredible. Like I just kind of send him the song and kind of tell him what it's about, and he draws something, and the first take of what he draws, I'm like, yes, let's do it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love that. With Second as well, because did you start, when you write a song, do you start acoustically always and then build upon it?
Yeah, definitely. I think because I can only play guitar, so I always start with like a guitar, the chords and stuff. And you'd find with Swim in Second, the chords are the same the whole way through because of the my like looping basically. Yeah. But it's cool because I'm starting to write songs that are changing chords, which is super exciting.
Yeah, there's some progressions in there.
Moving up in the world.
No, it's cool though because you have the loop station, so it can be a bit, varied.
Yeah.
Do you think as well, like, do you want to learn any other instruments or like have any other people come in and feature or bands and stuff?
Yeah. Well, like I'd love to learn piano. Like that'd be so sick. It's such a good instrument. But with the I only started doing gigs with a band last year in May for the Swim launch.
Yeah.
And then it was 4 pieces altogether, like 4 girls, including myself. And then just recently in November, I got another girl, Michaela, to do keys. And since then we've only played as a 5-piece that gig, and then Laneway, and then one more gig at the Outpost, I think. And we're so keen to keep going. Like we were just getting like really tight too. Yeah. It's so fun with the band. It adds so much stuff to it. And as I said, since it's a band thing and not just a loop pedal station thing, I can finally change up chords.
Yeah.
And then when I do play solo as well, I find it kind of easy to be able to still play.
Like navigate it all.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be a kind of nice experience for you though, as the singer and the lead, to have all of that sound around you while you're playing. Like the backup sound, and just knowing when to come in instead of you having to do that extra part or extra bit. Yeah. It would be helpful.
That's it, hey.
I'd love to do that. But I don't really play in band, so I don't really know. Do you think as well, like with your creative process, how you build and you layer and your songwriting, as it becomes more, I guess, mature to your own sound, like you've got your inspirations that you take inspos from, and then you create your own, kind of genre in a way, like you've created your own sound from it. Do you think that, I guess, that opportunity that you've had to then be vulnerable and you've had such great success from the get-go, has that kind of then just given you new confidence to just continue to do that, so you kind of subside any doubt that throws itself in?
Absolutely, yeah. That's such a good point. It's like, at the beginning, it's so scary putting out something that's so like raw and true to you, even like as in a genre respect, like because. Yeah, it's like when I play second on stage and stuff, I'm literally screaming into the mic in that part where it's like, and I look like a crazy person. But when people get around that, then you feel less crazy, and that's super, super sick that people can get around something so, I guess like unique and something that I find super cool. Like when Hobo Johnson, I bet he was super. I guess,
and scared in a way. Yeah. It's like dark, like it's a dark side of people, and I guess once you kind of release it, and I guess once you do it genuinely, and it's obviously done from a place of, from yourself.
Yeah.
it brings about a sense of unity.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's so true. And I remember actually watching Hobo Johnson waking up one morning, seeing peaches going to my feet, and the backyard video.
Yeah.
And I literally lost it. I've never had that like massive click of like of like
connection.
Connection. Actually, that's exactly what it was, and I was so blown away by this guy. And I've never been more obsessed with anyone so suddenly.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It was kind of embarrassing. Like I'd share like constantly, and I'd be like, "Listen to this guy."
Dude, me too. That's so funny.
And not a lot of people got around it. But
I know, right? Oh my God, not a lot of people got around it. If I saw that, I would have went crazy.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's cool.
Cheers to that.
Oh, cheers. Yes, absolutely. Hobo Johnson.
Jesus, thank you, Hobo.
Thank you.
God. What else? Continue with whatever you're saying.
That's just such a good point. That because I reckon that's how everything starts though too. I reckon everyone thinks their own unique stuff is like scary and weird and goofy. Yeah. But when people get around it, it's the biggest sense of unity, which is the reason we're on this earth.
Definitely. Very, very nice. Yeah. Do you have anything else besides music, obviously, that would help, I guess, ground you? Like, because obviously with a lot of your songs, there's a lot of darker themes and there's a lot of themes of struggling, like with a sense of self and identity and, anxiety and whatever else comes with that. Like, does anything else ground you besides music?
That's a really good question as well. Oh, I have to stop saying. It's really good. These are all bangers. But I guess like, just friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Like finding, I think I only just found like a really great group of people in my life, like after high school and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Not to say that my high school friends weren't like that at all. That was fantastic at the time. But then you like go out and you see people that you become friends with, not just because you're in the same space at the same time.
Yeah.
And people that you want to keep there.
Yeah, you can choose.
Yeah, exactly. And people that you like form relationships with on the most crazy circumstances, which is so dope.
Yeah.
So that's been like the biggest grounding thing, and you're able to talk about things that you all have in common and stuff, and it's super fun finding out things like that. So definitely friendships, and I think that's just like the biggest thing for me, just family.
Yeah, for sure. Because you've got Greek.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Nice.
That was the first country I went to overseas.
Really?
Yeah, with Emily and that. Yeah. First country I ever went to, like, I think it was a year ago now.
Dope.
A year ago, yeah. But it was amazing. I went around all islands.
Awesome.
Yeah. Have you been?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was meant to go this year for my one of my best friends' 21st actually.
That would be sick.
I know, right?
Like Mykonos.
Yeah, dude, I would go off. But I go to I'm from an island called Ithaca, and then there's one called Kithida, which you might have heard of, or like where'd you go?
We went like on the main tour, like around Mykonos, Santorini, and then we went to Paros and Eos.
Nice.
And then Athens, like that's where you started and finished, but it was a bit scary.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
It's a bit scary though. We kind of just hid in the apartment.
Sorry for...
Good. Do you want it?
No, yours. Oh, my cup. Can you see it? Oh,
I was like, do you want it? I was like, do you want coffee? I was like, I'm a bit busy. I was like,
I'm good. Yeah, thank you.
All right. So as an artist, especially an emerging artist coming up in Brisbane, how has COVID or the Rona affected you?
It at the beginning it was super, it hit me so hard because everyone was getting their gigs cancelled. I was getting my gigs cancelled, and especially me as an artist, at the time, and I'm not sure if I'll still continue. I'll probably still continue it, but my job was performing like in cafes and bars and stuff, getting money from that, just background music and covers. Obviously since cafes and restaurants aren't a thing, that wasn't a thing, and then that really sucked. And I didn't think I'd ever miss it. Hey, I didn't think I'd miss it as much as I have. It's a massive outlet for me. I realise now that just playing for 3 hours straight in front of people was so nice. Yeah. So that's a massive impact, and then also obviously. Just the live shows and stuff. You can't even practice with your band.
Yeah, true. Like, just you wouldn't have been able to be, isolating.
Yeah, exactly. Or yeah, even when you couldn't even be in the same room with other people.
Yeah.
So that was a huge thing. And then, just the massive, lack of motivation, and it just felt like everything, nothing had a point.
Yeah.
Which really sucked. But then, it's so good to see where we are now, and to see everyone putting out new music and releasing new tour dates. That was so heartening.
Yeah, there's heaps now, hey, especially new music. And I think I even saw you upload a few things that you were writing yourself while in isolation.
Yeah,
actually awesome songs.
Oh, thank you.
And it was about isolation and about the virus and what's happening, and you're cut off from the world and the people you love, and That was awesome.
Thank you.
How many would you say you would have written?
I think I wrote 2, but kind of 3, but not really. 2 songs mostly about just the impact and like how it's just so weird to everyone.
Yeah.
And you can't touch anyone. It's so strange.
It's weird because I'm a hugger.
Yes. Oh my God, same.
And I'd like freak out a little because I'd realise after I'd hug and then I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I feel like I've really crossed a line here. But I think that happened at the first, like when it first started, and it wasn't really a serious thing yet. It was just like, oh, there's this virus, like be careful, maybe just distance a little bit from people in crowds. And I was at Tyra's EP launch.
Oh, awesome.
Wait, was it EP launch? Or was it just a show? I forget now, but it was a show.
Yeah.
And we went there and I didn't see until after the show when I'd already hugged her and I'd already said hello that she posted on Instagram a story saying, please no hugging. And I was so embarrassed and I was like, oh, that poor girl, like, because she's the sweetest thing and she wouldn't say like, oh, don't hug me. Like she just hugged me and I was,
I know what you mean.
Whoops. But yeah, so you wrote a few songs and do you think in a way, obviously it was a huge like motivation thief to begin with, but then did it all kind of hit you at once then, like to be able to want to express it, or did it kind of trickle in?
Really good. Like I think it was trickling in for definitely. I just wanted to like write about it and make rhymes about it because there was not much else I could do. So I did that. Yeah. But then, like you said, it was so weird at the beginning when we all kind of did treat it like a meme. Yeah. Like a big joke. Yeah. And I thought it was like such a joke. Like thinking about my EP, my like single tour going to Melbourne and stuff, my parents were like, we should think about driving down. I'm like, you guys are crazy.
Yeah. I was saying the same thing to everyone else. Like people were like, oh, well, we should reschedule our holidays and stuff. And I'm like, oh, don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, don't be ridiculous. Right.
Go.
So and then literally the next day it's like, do not leave your house. You have to
I was like, oh shit. Sorry everyone. Like, just told you not to do that.
Yes.
Oh
exactly.
God. Yeah, no, it was definitely scary. But I guess with it, like, you know, there's a bit of hope that now that things are like slowly opening back up and like restrictions being lifted and you're able to, you know, promo a bit more. Because I think I saw you as well, you did a live show for Jet Black Music.
Yeah.
I watched that. That was
so sick,
awesome. So you were
much.
just playing in your bedroom like all the other artists and they'd all jump on. Like I think that's a great idea, and I think it just really gave creatives the opportunity to use like all these platforms that we have that we use already and realize that we already had everything that we needed.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
It was kind of nice in a way, and I guess it kind of, like, I don't know if you feel the same, but it was kind of nice to know that the creatives are kind of the ones that would outlast a pandemic. Like, like we're the ones that everyone kind of turns to for help or for, you know, inspiration or entertainment or just ideas. Like people are going out and painting or, you know, buying plants or just little things that like you wouldn't have otherwise. Yeah. But
I couldn't agree more with that. It's funny because it's like exactly, like entertainment in this time, and we're the last ones. We're like the least essential though.
Yeah, literally. And they're like we're literally what everyone is depending on in a way, like to get them through it.
Exactly.
I don't know. I find that very heartwarming.
It is, isn't it?
Heartwarming.
Yeah, that whole Isolate Festival thing. That's such a good idea. Like when that first came out, it was like, this might be okay. You know, like it's so cool that we can literally watch people like in their most natural habitat too. Yeah,
exactly. It felt like more intimate, I guess, in a way.
I agree with that.
Well.
Yeah.
And I think it was cool because like maybe that's what like the appeal is with your music, especially because it is quite an intimate sound, but also how you know, record it or how you upload videos. Like you basically let people into your room and your diary in a way. Yeah. So it's like already so intimate. So it's like a safe space.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I really like that you said that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I like to think of it too. Like all my songs and stuff are just diary entries. So that I'm, you know, giving you the key to if you want to unlock my my what do they call it? Trap keeper.
Yeah. Oh,
that's what they call it.
Like trap door. Like
I don't know what they call it.
I forget now, but yeah.
My diary.
I know what you mean. That's right. We're going to talk about how you've managed to get on Triple J Unearthed and Triple J, like the official rotation. So was it just when you released Swim that you were then the Unearthed artist, or was it after Second?
No, it was actually after Second. Yeah. Yeah. Swim came out last year. I got on Home and Hosed. I think the night, like the week that it came out, which was so cool. That was insane. Yeah. And it's really cool to like realize that really made me get into Triple J as well, which has opened so many like doors and relationships and just a massive realm of cool music that I've found. Yeah. So everything happens for such awesome reasons.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, all for a reason. That's cool though. It would have been weird hearing yourself on radio.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's so strange.
I think because my sister was on Double J.
Oh, awesome.
That was weird enough. So I couldn't imagine hearing myself. Like,
It'd
be insane. It'd be insane.
Yeah.
Are you, so like you've been played on Triple J now, and with the Unearthed situation, because you were their feature artist?
Yeah,
is that right?
yeah, one of the weeks.
What happens after that? Like, do they just feature you for a little bit and then?
Yeah, it's really cool actually. So what they do is they get you to record, since it's like you had to be isolated you couldn't really go in to record voiceovers and stuff. They kind of just got me to record it from my house, and I just said like, hey, my name's Hope D and I'm Triple J Unearthed's feature artist of the week.
Oh, cool.
It was really cool. And then I gave a background to Swim in Second, and throughout the week they use those and just play it on Triple J Unearthed like a lot, but then they also play it on Triple J once a day, which is for that week.
Cool.
Yeah, it was so awesome. I'd be purposely driving around, just literally circling my house.
Just to hear it, like
Just to hear it.
And
I'll
see
just
what
wait.
time.
Yeah. And dude, some days I was in the car for hours. But dude, why would I do that? You can just do it on your computer. But it was fun driving around. I was
It's
like,
a different experience though, like hearing it on the radio in the car, like instead of just on your computer.
Down. Exactly, yeah.
God, it'd be
But
so
it was good.
good.
I was also like delivering shirts at the time, so I wasn't actually just driving.
Yeah, you deliver them yourself, do you?
Most of them, if they're like in the realm of like, if they're in the vicinity of my like South Brisbane kind of thing, then I deliver them. Yeah, it's really nice. I love it.
That's so cool. Have you met anyone through that? Like,
well,
or is it all people you know?
Dude, for sure. I've met so many people that have bought stuff off me, and I just have the biggest appreciation for people that would want to support, like, I don't know, who would want to like wear something that they've heard kind of thing. You know, I think that's so cool. And so the people, like, especially before the Rona, I would I would I'd actually meet up with people that have like liked my music and stuff and bought shirts. But then I got to the point where I was just kind of burning myself thin because I was meeting so many people, which was amazing and so incredible. Everyone's so lovely. Yeah. But met a lot of people through that, which is super cool.
Yeah.
It's
cool to be able to meet, you know, fans, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, does it weird you out that they're a fan? Like, like they love your music?
Yeah, it's a funny concept, hey. I like to think of them as just like people that I appreciate just as much as they appreciate me. Yeah. I think that's really cool.
That's a nice way to think about it, I guess. And that would help ground yourself, I suppose.
Definitely.
Because you are, like, you'll be taking off soon. Like, I'll tell you that right now. Like, you're definitely going to take off soon. You've only got 2 songs, like, officially, and you've already got such this, like, a huge hype about you, especially, like, when Triple J picks up someone, like, that's a huge exposure for you.
Yeah.
I guess as well, like, with Instagram, how you're constantly uploading all the covers and everything. Do you think, like, since you're going to be bringing new music out, there'll be more of that, obviously. Are you going to continue with the covers, though, and continue doing both?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will, for sure. I like I have a big list of covers that I really want to put my own spin on.
Yeah.
And I think it's awesome because people often tend to gravitate towards songs that they've already heard and stuff, and the familiarity to it. But then it's just so interesting to think about that because every song is an original when you first hear it.
Yeah.
And then you just have to become like immune to it and not think of it as new anymore. And then you hear someone else do it and it's just familiar, so you gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
Most of the time when you see a new artist, you scroll through their feed, a cover of a song I already know, and you listen to that over an original. Oh, yeah. So it's a bit of a clickbait. But,
No, it's true though because you make it so unique and new.
Yeah.
Like basically like a new song.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Thank you.
I guess the final question that I would have for you would, if you had to describe yourself as an artist in just a sentence or a few words or like an experience, whatever you'd like, what would it be?
Damn. All right. I think
you can have a minute.
Yeah. Right. It would be something like I had a really good sentence I described it as the other week. It was something like I'd say I put a darker spin on things that are already dark, but then present them in a way that you'd like listen to and not be scared of.
Like dance to.
Yeah. Things that you can dance to and not realise that you're dancing to like depression.
Yeah.
but in a very lighthearted and
I love that.
So, yeah.
You just want to make people feel good, I guess.
Yeah, totally. And
Even
make
about
people
shitty things.
100%. And make people feel less alone because everyone has like dark thoughts and then dark feelings and, you know, heartbreak and heart fulfillment and, you know, just taking away the stigma from that and just letting everyone, dance to it and stuff like that. I think it's really beautiful to put, I find a lot of beauty in the darkness and I just want to like put that forward and make it less scary.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I guess that's what we can expect from future Hope Day.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
definitely, yeah.
For sure, excellent. Well, I think we're done. Thank you so much for coming on Conversations Over Coffee.
Thank you for having me.
Great having you. I won't hug you because of 1.5. But I hope you liked my instant coffee.
It's delicious.
Which was blend 43, by the way, smooth and creamy, for anyone wondering. But yeah, thank you.
No worries, thank you.
Awesome. Is that cool? Oh, do you want to chat about that bit? We can throw that in, yeah.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
We can add.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
said, we've talked about the tour and stuff.
Yeah,
Did we talk about in this one?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we
This is
mentioned the
second.
tour, we mentioned your new music in July.
Music.
What else?
So good.
What else is there?
I love how you freestyle and shit.
Yeah, it's so dope, dude.
What?